So Rough Rider Peanut versus Case Peanut. I think I'll start off with the Rough Rider first. So the Rough Rider comes in this box, standard cardboard box, same as what every Rough Rider comes in, which gives a little bit of information about the history of the Rough Riders, which I find a bit funny since it's a Chinese company and the Rough Riders were American. But anyway, that's a box it comes in. So for the knife, it's got a genuine jigged bone handle, and the fit and finish is very nice. There's no real gaps or anything. There's a little gap right there and a little gap there. That's pretty much it. The blades are perfectly centered, and they've got a nice brass spacer between the blades so they don't rub on each other. Sorry about the lighting, I know it's a little bit bright. It's the best I can get though. I should have made this video during daytime, but I ran out of time in the day to make this video. But anyway, the shield is different to what I'm used to on Rough Riders. But yeah. So like I say, as far as fit and finish go on the scales, it's very nicely done and excellent for a Chinese knife, considering it's using genuine bone handles and stuff. As far as the blades go, I've used this a little bit, so it's not as sharp as it was when I came out of the box, but it's still pretty sharp. So that's the master blade, the pen blade. Is even sharper. I'm not expert on slip joints, so I don't know much about the walk and talk thing, but you can hear it does snap closed in opening. You can hear it a little bit. Compare that to Victorinox's, I would say it's maybe a 8 out of 10 for the master blade, and the little blade a 9 out of 10. It's a little harder to get out, but yeah. So that's the Rough Rider Peanut. The blade material is 440 stainless steel, or 440 razor sharp steel, and that's the model number R110 China. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Peanut. So now for the case, that's the box it comes in, same as pretty much every other case. And I got the chestnut bone handle. So there you go. That's the box it comes in. So there's the case. Like I say, it's also a genuine bone handle, and the fit and finish on this is also excellent. There's also a little gap right there in the back springs, and a little gap right there as well, from there to there. That's pretty much it. It does feel amazing in the hands, it's very smooth. Just a really nice knife. And there's nothing else I can really say about the fit and the finish. It's pretty much perfect, besides a little gap right there and there in the back springs. So the top view of the case, you can see the blades are also perfectly centered. It also has a brass liner in between the two blades, which I would expect from a case anyway. So as far as the blades go in this particular case, I chose the chrome vanadium blades, just because they need a little bit more maintenance to stop them from rusting. If I got the stainless steel ones, then the only maintenance that I would need doing is sharpening, and that's pretty much it. Also, I can put a false patina on here which will protect the blade, and I think it looks a little bit more cooler. So yeah, so that's the master blade. I'll see how sharp that is. Straight out of the box, never used. And pretty much like the Rough Rider, it's razor sharp. So that's the master blade. I'll see if I can get that on camera this time. There you go. And there's the pen blade. Also razor sharp. I would give this a 10 out of 10 on the walk and talk, but like I say, I'm no expert when it comes to slipknot joints as far as walk and talk goes. In fact, that's so strong I'm not even going to do that. I'll use the box of the Rough Rider. So I think you can hear that click there and click closed. It's a very strong positive click in the main blade. You can hear it opening with authority and closing with authority, so I'd give that a 9 out of 10 as well. Again, I'm no expert on the walk and talk on knives. I'm relatively new to slip joints. The only slip joints I've really got is Victorinox, so comparing that between a Victorinox, I would give it a 9 out of 10. So side by side comparison, Rough Rider on the top, case on the bottom. As far as length goes, they're identical, exact same length, exact same handle shape. As far as width goes, they are the exact same width. The Rough Rider has slightly thicker scales, and as far as blade thickness goes, on the left is the Rough Rider, sorry, on the left is the case, and on the right is the Rough Rider, and they are pretty much identical. I think the case is very slightly thicker, but not by much. And the pen blades, again, case is on the bottom, and Rough Riders on the top. These blades are identical in terms of thickness. So the only real difference between the two is the Rough Rider is 440 stainless steel and the case is chrome vanadium. But case also come in surgical stainless steel, which is basically 440 stainless. It just got a slightly different heat treat, which is case's secret heat treat, which makes it pretty much just as good as any other stainless steel out there. So which one's better? First, we'll look at fit and finish. As far as the fit and finish goes, I would say they're pretty much identical. The finish on the case is a lot better. There's more attention gone into it, and it just generally feels a lot better. But as far as the fitting goes, they're pretty much identical. They've both got little gaps in the back springs. There's no gaps between the scales and the brass liners on the case. There is the odd gap right there on the Rough Rider though, and this is a lot higher polished on the back. That's the case, by the way. And the Rough Rider, like I say, is more of a matte sort of colour, so the case does look a lot more attractive. As far as the feel goes, again, I would give it to the case. It just feels a lot more smoother and a lot nicer in the hand. And you can't really feel, well, can you hear that? A little bit of a gap between the bone and the brass bolster on the case at the top. But that's about it. In the Rough Rider, little gap there. Besides that, it's pretty much the same. There's no real gaps apart from that one. So just for a size comparison, that's the case Peanut compared to the case Mini Trapper. And there's a Victorinox camping model. So it's not a small tiny knife, it's just sort of a perfect sized EDC knife in my opinion. I only own 2 case knives, which are these 2 right here. I am going to be buying a lot more. I'm actually addicted to case knives now. There's just something about them, I need to have more. So that's my real quick video comparing the Rough Rider and the case knives. I know this video sucks. I'm just not very good at editing videos at the minute, but I am improving a little bit. But anyway, as far as my opinions on Chinese blades go, man evolved with flint knives like this. So I think anything's better than flint blades. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that. So I'm going to choose the case Peanut to be my new EDC, just because I like it a little bit more, because of the fit and finish and the quality, and I think it's just going to last a hell of a lot longer. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a false patina on here, because it is chrome vanadium, and it will rust if it's not taken care of properly. And all I'm going to use is an apple for that. I'm just going to stick that in there. And I'm going to come back in 1 hour and see what happens. So it's been in the apple for about an hour now. It's time to see what the patina looks like. So I think it looks pretty cool. It's hard to see on camera, but it's got like a blue, purple, golden sort of hue to it. Compare that to the Mini Trapper. It's about the same sort of patina that's on there. Well, they're both chrome vanadium blades, so yeah. So yeah, that's my new EDC knife. Case Peanut, and that's my little comparison between the Case versus the Peanut, the Rough Rider. So thanks for watching, goodbye, and I'm going to be collecting a hell of a lot more cases. I don't know what it is about case knives, but they're addictive, to say the least. I've already got my eye on the Stockman, so I'm going to be getting the Stockman, the Muskrat, and I've got my eye on the Congress knife as well, so yeah. So thanks for watching and goodbye, and yeah, that's my new EDC knife.